With all the recent announcements of Disney live-action adaptations of beloved animated series, questions have come into play, criticisms, name-calling, all kinds of different things. When the casting announcement came through for The Little Mermaid, people questioned Halle Bailey's pick for it and were summarily called racist because she's just a mermaid. When Tinkerbell was cast for the live-action adaptation, questions were raised and people were summarily called a bunch of bigots and racists. And then we get to this one. Disney hit with wave of whitewashing accusations after controversial Lilo and Stitch live-action casting. The casting choice for Nani in the Lilo and Stitch live-action is none other than Sydney Elizabeth Agudong. I probably pronounced that wrong. I do apologize. What people don't seem to want to accept, they're judging this based on face value alone. Sydney is Hawaiian. She's a native of Hawaii, born and raised. But she just doesn't seem to have the same amount of melanin in her skin tone. And what's the reaction? Well, if you judge it, if you criticize it, you're not racist. Now, why is this? In this wonderful little article from We Got This Covered, Lilo and Stitch live-action remake is all Disney enthusiasts are talking about right now. Yeah, they're mainly talking about the hypocrisy of the criticism, but not for the best of reasons. After receiving immense praise for casting, I'm not even going to try, Maya Kaloa as Lilo in the movie, the entertainment company currently facing backlash for its choice of actress to play the role of Nani, even though she's from Hawaii. Earlier today, news broke Sydney Elizabeth Agudong would be stepping up as Lilo's reliable older sister, and folks were quick to comment on a particular detail. She doesn't have as heavy of a tan. And it's almost like people have criticized that in different live-action adaptations, but interesting. Back to the article. The side-by-side is insane, actually. This is just a snippet. We're going to go to Twitter to see the glory that is the cope and seethe about this casting. The whole population of Hawaii didn't have someone with the same skin tone? You're arguing about skin tone? You're a racist. You are a bigot. How could you, Cherry? How could you say such things? I guess the melanin was a mere suggestion to them. Oh my goodness, Tasha, you are canceled. Nani is a darker-skinned Hawaiian because melanin content is just so important. Superficial looks is the only thing that matters to you. How can you use filthy bigot? Meanwhile, others are drawing attention to the fact that Agudong has no particular resemblance to the animated character, as her features are far more Eurocent. This is racist bullshit. This is actual racism. Like, the look. If this is racist, if criticizing this is has roots in racism and bigotry, if this criticism of this has roots in racism and bigotry, then so does this. Are you trying to say that all you're looking for is visual representation, accurate visual representation in your live-action adaptations of beloved animated films? You just want visual accuracy? Hey, why not? Let's all agree on that one. Stop name-calling and look for something that looks relatively the same. Culture be damned. Right person for the job be damned. Representation be damned. But what else does Twitter have to say about this? Here we go. The conflict occurring in Lilo and Stitch being about the colonist state attempting to pull this tiny, broken native Hawaiian family apart is made more apparent by their both being darker-skinned girls. I've watched Lilo and Stitch about 100,000 times, and trying to break their family apart, it's a government attempting to give Lilo a safe home, which is put apparent in the movie. It's quite obvious in the movie because the danger that Lilo is in, not caused by Nani, it is caused by Nani not having a job, not being able to support, and the introduction of Stitch. into the movie and all the destruction and chaos it's called. Colorism impacts the way we're treated by the government. Oh boy. Where's the rest of the fun? All the hypocrites in the comments mad about her not being, quote, dark enough, but we're fine with Ariel being black. Personally, I couldn't give a shit. But, who is this? Trinity Xanthony? Y'all are so stupid it hurts. The difference is the fact that Lilo and Stitch's culture actually means something to the film, taking place in Hawaii. What did I watch a different movie? What part of the culture of the Hawaiian culture has any significance in the movie? The character being darker skinned is culturally significant. No, skin tone has nothing to do with culture. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but there are some individuals in Africa who are rather lighter skinned than those surrounding them. And they are of the same culture, the exact same culture. Born, bred, raised in the same tribes, families, neighborhoods, cultures. I don't recall anything in the movie that had anything to do with their culture. It was an alien crash landing on Hawaii and turning a family upside down. What the fuck are you talking about? What else we got to say? Found this. Oh, that's a nice cosplay. That is definitely a nice cosplay. Everyone making arguments about who would have been a better pick, who would have been a better pick that. So Disney just can't win for losing. They pick someone who is actually from Hawaii, and they get criticized because, oh, her tan is just not good enough. Some of these are great. The memes that this is going to generate are fantastic too. Matthew McConaughey has been cast as Agent Bubbles. Did you kill anyone? We're getting off the subject. Ariel, the Little Mermaid, wasn't focused on her culture. Lilo and Stitch is not focused on her culture. The movie has nothing to do with her culture. You're not comparing apples to oranges. No, we're comparing apples to apples. This is a one-to-one comparison of the reaction between all three of these movies, these live-action depictions. It is a one-to-one comparison. You're complaining about her skin tone. By your own rules, that makes you the bigot. I could go on and on. The reactions are glorious. Here we got. When black folks like me, that doesn't sound right, say that race swapping Ariel, Velma Dinkley, Daphne Blake, Tinkerbell, etc. is bad, anti-black, or a word that I'm not going to say just in case. But when Nani from Lilo and Stitch gets race swapped, now y'all want to get mad. Hypocrisy at its finest. It is the textbook definition. Cleopatra, that's an argument that we'll not even get into. People argue about where Cleopatra's from, what her skin tone was, and whatever. Or even better, what is it? Oh, shoot. Anne Boleyn. That was a wonderful casting of a historical figure. Destiny comes off and says, does, quote, two-spirit mean only half of a brain per person? You know Lilo and Stitch is a cartoon, right? This stuff is exhausting. Where we've recast so many different characters into minorities, you'll live if we don't get the exact shade of minority on point for a live action. Say, comparing fictional characters of mermaid to an actual culture indigenous to. The problem with that is the movie, again, God damn it, I'm repeating myself. It's about an alien. Are they going to get Stitch to look like Stitch? Alien. Alien experiment created for something, but yeah. The movie's filled with Elvis Presley songs. That's not cultural. That's Eastern. That's the Western culture, not Hawaiian. But whatever. Can someone explain the problem? She's a Hawaiian actress. Bingo! Exactly. But again, born and raised there. Nothing about Nani being darker skinned is important to the character. Bingo again. You hit the nail on the head. Good job. As long as the actress is Hawaiian. I'm sorry, the actress doesn't need to be Hawaiian. No. Anyway, that's all that should matter, isn't it? Nani isn't based on a real person, so it's all fictional, just like The Little Mermaid and your arguments towards that casting, and Tinkerbell, which relates to the arguments of that casting. Kind of interesting. The Cope and Seethe is wonderful. The people getting butthurt over Nani's casting versus not getting butthurt, defending one and chastising the other, it makes absolutely no sense to me. But let me know what you think in the comments. Am I right? Am I wrong? Do you even care? Are you going to watch it? I have no intention. Lilo and Stitch is better as a cartoon. Come up with new ideas, Disney, please, for the love of all. Or just re-release your old classic cartoons. Let this generation see those masterpieces. But let me know what you think in the comments. I said that already. Anyway, leave a like, leave a dislike. I thank you for making it this far. Bye-bye.